Hello. How's your weekend so far? Well, let me see if I'm live already. How's everyone? I'm supposed to be live by now. Yeah. Okay. I'm live. Okay. Now welcome back to this is what we call the Ask Jason Anything About Facebook Advertising. So this is where I go live every Sunday night at 10 p.m. Malaysia time to answer questions about Meta advertising, Facebook advertising, Instagram advertising. So yeah, and because recently I just kind of like retook the exam of the Meta Blueprint. I mean, for those who are familiar, in Meta advertising, we have this Meta certified blueprint, Meta Blueprint certified professional, where we take exams. Yeah, there are actually quite a number of exams, but the two fundamental and the most important one are those Meta ads planning and Meta ads I forgot what was that already. So I was always certified in both exams, but at one point I forgot to go through the recertification exam. I kind of lapsed one of the paper, which is the planning one. And recently I retook the exam, and I actually kind of learned quite a lot of things while I was preparing for the exam. Because to be frank, in the past, because the last time I went through the examination was in 2021, so 4 years, 3 years later today, as I actually got it, I got myself certified last Thursday. So actually, a lot of things change. When it comes to bidding strategy, the ad objective optimization, and all these things. And yeah, and eventually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share more. Whatever that I've learned from the blueprint, because I realized a lot of things in the blueprint itself, in the Meta advertising system, are actually not being known to most advertisers. I just posted a post on my Instagram talking about the Meta ad auction system. Do you know that when you are sending an ad into when you launch an ad in Meta, or combining Facebook and Instagram combined, right? You're entering an auction system whereby you're bidding against your competitors, and Meta has got a system itself that takes into consideration of a lot of various factors to determine whether your ad is the best, carries the best total value, and the ad that has the highest total value would get exposed to your audience the most at the lowest cost possible. So there is this thing. So if you are able to really understand all these algorithm, because a lot of people have been talking about algorithm, whatever AI or whatever. I mean, they are definitely formula, but yeah. So if you're able to understand this formula, you kind of like able to make informed decision whether your ad is working for you or not, and is there anything that you can actually do in order to improve your ad performance, not just by launching ads and getting the audience. If you're able to understand the whole system, you are able to get better results in no time. So I'm going to share more about this on my Instagram. So if you're new to this, if you're watching this, I welcome you to follow my Instagram account. Just search for Jason Gunn, and you will see the only Jason Gunn, the handle. And then you'll be seeing already some posters being posted. I tend to create more posters like this to share more about things that are more difficult. Actually, it's not that easy to share about this on a video on YouTube in a video format. So I reckon there is a possibility where I can share different topics, which requires a little bit more in-depth learning and reading on my Instagram channel and Facebook as well. So that's where you can actually kind of learn, right? So yeah. Anyway, coming back to this, this is what we call the Ask Jason Anything About Facebook Ads. So if you have any questions regarding Facebook advertising, Instagram advertising, all you need to do is just go to my YouTube channel, try to search for an answer. Just search all the videos that I've posted. I've more than 1,000 videos on my YouTube channel answering questions like this. So chances are I probably have covered something similar to whatever situation that you're facing right now. If you can find an answer, great. Just watch the video, move on to the next thing. If you cannot find an answer on my YouTube channel, all you need to do is just post your question as a comment on any of my YouTube videos. And what I'm going to do is on the following Sunday, I'm going to screenshot your question and I'm going to answer your question over here live on the following Sunday night. Just come and join me live, or you can watch the replay, right? Now, just in case you need something more direct and you say that I don't want to wait, Jason, can I just talk to you directly? Yes, you can scan this QR code where you can purchase a 5 gig, where you can, like then we can have a 30 minutes Zoom call to one-on-one answer your questions. You can share a screen. We can look into your campaign setup, or just go through your problems that you're facing, or anything that is bothering you in terms of meta advertising. One-on-one Zoom, right? This is actually the most straightforward way to solve any problem, basically. So yeah, scan this QR code and you can purchase the gig, and I look forward to work with you. Now, just in case you're new to meta advertising and you're looking for a structured, proven way to learn on how to set up Facebook ads campaign, I have this Facebook Ads Masterclass. Now, this is 2.5 hour, 2.5 hour recorded training. So basically, scan this QR code, you'll be able to purchase the course and you can start learning and right away. So we cover 5 things in there. First, we talk about my strategy and the way I set up the campaign according to the strategy, how I plan my campaign, how I plan my audience, how I plan my budget, how I plan my messaging and everything, and step-by-step walkthrough on how I set up the campaign with, step-by-step walkthrough. That's all in there. So that's the first thing. And as we move along, we talk about ads objective, which is you need to really understand which objective works better for your need. Choosing the wrong objective can really impact your campaign performance, because essentially you'll be getting the wrong audience. So that's where we're going to cover. And then we talk about audience targeting, which there are some audience targeting techniques that I use for the past many years. It's really still proven working, and I want to share with you so that we can cut short your learning. And the fourth one, we talk about ads creative and copywriting. Though I'm not an expert in ads creative and copywriting, but I've worked with clients from all around the world in ad creative. So I would share with you what worked for them and what didn't, so that you can avoid making costly mistakes on your own. And the fifth thing is really, in my opinion, the most important thing, because anyone can run ads on Facebook, but not everyone knows how to analyze it. So that's where I talk to you about how do we analyze the campaign, what are the metrics that are important to us, and how do we analyze it, how do we make sense of it, and stuff like that. So yeah, so to help you make decision on your campaign. So if that's what you want, scan this QR code and happy learning. Now, just in case you are tired of learning, I mean, there are so many so-called experts, coaches out there, right? I'm just one of them. But if you have kind of like learned and kind of you say, I'm tired of learning, can you just help me set up? So instead of hiring an agency, I'm not an agency, I'm a coach, but I'm also not somebody who wants to really, like tie you to my engagement for long term. So I have this very simple, straightforward meta ads strategy and setup program where I work with you for 2 sessions, whereby first session is where we talk about understanding your need, your KPI, and then we would plan a strategy that caters to your need. So that covers the ad creative, the audience targeting, the budget allocation, and even if you have a landing page, I would also go through the landing page to give you recommendations about what are the possibilities that we can make it better if there is. So those are the things that we talk about. So yeah, then after that, you will go on and create your creative and do your optimization on your landing page. On the second call, that's where I would set up the campaign for you, with you. Everything will be recorded, and you can actually take that as your future training program for your staff and team members. So 2 calls immediately, you have you have a strategy designed by seasoned advertisers like me. And you have me to help you set up the campaign, and you can actually watch. We can have discussions about audience targeting and stuff. So yeah, immediately you have a campaign up and running right away. So if that's what you want, scan this QR code, and I look forward to work with you. Now let's go through some of the questions that we have here. So the first one is coming from Caleb. So you're saying that you wonder, since you have been having issues with ad account being suspended, your ad account being suspended, okay? So because you lack of knowledge at the time, and both of your new business managers, if it's possible to just delete them and start over, or is that a bad idea? You cannot delete a suspended ad account, and you cannot delete a business manager with a suspended ad account. So the answer is no. Okay, but having said that, it's not the end of the world. If you can still create new business manager, you can definitely create and start working on it. Like make sure you protect it this time. Don't be ignorant anymore. Whenever there is any notification asking you to submit any ID or whatsoever document, do that as soon as you can, because there is a time period that you need to do that. Otherwise, it will be gone forever. Yeah, I've seen so many cases where they ignore that. So once you ignore that, after 30 days, usually that's the duration, everything goes into, it's gone. Doors closed, you won't be able to talk to Meta anymore, and everything is gone. So yeah, you got to avoid that really. So that's something that you want to look into. But having said that, yeah, it's not the end of the world. So if you cannot start a new business manager anymore, it's fine. You can actually get somebody else to create a business manager for you. And of course, you can create a page and ad account and all that. You can start running ads in the new ad account created by your friend. Doesn't matter. And then, yeah, then you can slowly join that business manager and do whatever you need to do. Yeah, so that's how it goes. Okay, all the best with that. All right. And so the other one is coming from Al. So you're asking what if affiliate marketing for low ticket offers? So this video is talking about TikTok ads. I mean, because somebody actually made the claim where TikTok ads is better than Facebook ads. So in that video itself, I explained the differences between these two platforms and how do you make a choice in terms of like which one you should consider choosing in terms of running ads. So basically, L is actually asking affiliate marketing for low ticket offer. So in my opinion, if you're doing affiliate marketing, meaning you want people to buy something, even it's low ticket, I'd say, in my opinion, still in my personal humble opinion, I still think Facebook ads is the better place, Facebook and Instagram combined, because audiences on Facebook and Instagram are actually more ready to consume ads and to actually purchase. I'm not saying that TikTok audiences are not, but TikTok audiences are more, they are there to be entertained. They want to be entertained. I've actually heard from my clients where when they post something too serious, when they run ads, they get scolded in comment. Why? Because they say that I'm here to see funny things. I'm not here to see ad. Please don't post this kind of thing anymore. So they went to that extreme. It's quite interesting to see. So yeah, you got to really, in my opinion, the best way to find out is to run ads on both platforms and see which one works better, because the number will never lie. You don't need to actually spend a lot. You just start moderately on both platforms. Maybe you just spend about like $1 to $5. Like, seriously, it's not a must to spend $100 per day or something like that in order to see results. I've seen so many clients getting decent results at the very minimal spend. Because in my opinion, you need to you need to spend comfortably, and you need to find the best place to start. So that's where I would actually recommend start with $1, $2, even $5. Start getting traction first and start analyzing the data. And from there, we know what's working, what's not working. Optimize it first. Then only you actually go for, like the number that you want to spend more. So yeah, I'll say, yeah, just test on both platform and come back and see which one works. So run ads on both platform, but make sure a few things over here. So if you want to try to go for affiliate marketing, because it's actually quite tricky for affiliate marketing, because you would not have Pixel installed on the link on the landing page that you're sending your audience to. So you won't be able to do retargeting, and to a very high extent, you won't be able to even track the number of landing page that actually landed. So you got to choose at the moment on your hand. You can only choose traffic, but do not go for engagement, because traffic is more meaningful to you. So start from traffic, judge from the number of cost per click, and then try to, if you can, I hope that the affiliate system allows you to put some UTM tagging and stuff like that. Otherwise, you can actually look for some link masking system that allows you to do that to a certain extent. There are some paid system that you can actually mask your affiliate link, and they can actually install Pixel in that. So that's quite interesting. You can actually consider. Then bring in all the data, try to analyze and see which one works better for you. So yeah, that's how I would actually recommend. But if you need help analyzing your campaign, after you run it for at least 7 days, then you can scan this QR code to purchase a one-on-one ad review by me, where we will spend half an hour doing 3 things together. First, in the ads manager, both TikTok and Facebook, I can actually do that. We will build an ad dashboard that caters to your business needs. So we would actually pull out all the metrics that matters to your business and your campaign, and then we put them in sequence to help you understand. So we will save that in your ads manager. And then after that, I will interpret for you. I will analyze the data for you. And along the way, I would actually guide you on how to do this yourself in the future. So as we move along, analyzing the campaign and stuff, then we will be able to build a plan about what's working, what's not working. Is it a creative that's working? Is it the landing page that's working? Is it whatever? Is it the CPM that is causing your cost to be high? Is there anything that we can do? And from there, we build a plan. So step one, do this. Then if it works, then good. If it doesn't work, do the next thing. So I'll build a plan for you to execute yourself on how to hopefully improve the performance of your campaign. So that's what I would do. And in fact, that's what I love to do. And that's what most advertisers need at the moment. So run ads, and then come back to this QR code, and let's analyze and build a plan. Okay, so that's that. Now, the next question is something that I really get a lot. I want to talk to you about. So what will be the best Facebook ads budget to start? In my opinion, okay, start with a budget that you are comfortable with. Remember, you don't need to spend $100 to start seeing results. Like the other day, one of my clients told me, a consultant told him that he has to spend $100 every day in order to start seeing results. But in my opinion, if you cannot see result with $10, what makes you think that by spending $100, you'll be able to see result? Yes, you're right that, well, spending more means you have a better chance of reaching more people and you get the numbers coming in faster, but that doesn't mean you'll get result. So in my opinion, I would rather you spend at something that you're comfortable so that you won't be monitoring it daily or hourly or even half an hourly kind of thing. Because that stress you out. Trust me, I've been through that many times. When you're spending at the, like a budget that you're totally not comfortable, you feel totally stressed out. Don't. Start with a $5 thing. Like even the other day, one of my clients starting at $3. Doesn't matter. Start with a small number. It may not let you see result in a day, but we are not analyzing in a day. Let it run for at least 7 days. Let those data come in. Though it may be slow, but you are comfortable. You're not burning yourself, right? So everything will be very, 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 at a very comfortable pace. So start with a budget that you're comfortable and then start trying to get results. In my opinion, try to get results. Even though it may take a week or 2 weeks, try to get results. Once the result comes in, then we'll be able to know that, okay, now what's working. But you can always analyze every 7 days. So look at a few data, basically. First, look at the CTR. So the benchmark for CTR all and CTR link click is 2% and 1%. So if they're way below, then definitely, let's say, for example, you have CTR all at 0.8% and your CTR link click is at 0.3%, for example, that really means your creative is wrong. Test creative, because that's the easiest thing to start, right? Keep testing different creative. Give it a week, it's still not working, test a different one, give it another 3 days to a week, until you find a better combination, because really the creative is the most important thing in my opinion, because that's the first thing your audience would see before deciding whether they want to read your whatever primary text or not. So yeah, then after that, look at your CPM. So there is no benchmark for CPM, but you can always Google what would be the best CPM for your country. At least you benchmark that. So if your average CPM for your country is $20, for example, and once you come in, you see a CPM at like $80, then you know that that's wrong. So when it comes to CPM, how do we fix? It's either we broaden the audience or we actually change the, what do we call, objective. It really depends. So these are the few things that affects the CPM, but it's not all, but definitely let it run and try to find better things to do on what to optimize. So CTR, CPM, and of course, the numbers that follow, like how many people actually click, eventually lands on your website, and how many of these people who land start viewing your content, how many of them added to cart and stuff like that. So look at them in sequence. So that helps you understand how healthy is your campaign is and what are the places where you can actually tackle and make it work better. So basically, that's my answer to that. Best budget is the budget that you're comfortable with, be it $1. $1 is low, but it's still possible. Well, right, okay. Or you can actually start with $5. I mean, something that you're comfortable, and give it time. You have to always remember, as you're new and your business is new and Meta is new to you too. So it takes time for that. So yeah, start running ads, give it at least 7 days to 14 days data and start analyzing. But if you need help analyzing, then you can scan this QR code, which it will take you to my Fiverr gig where you can book a 30-minute one-on-one Facebook ads audit by me. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 things together. First, I'm going to build a dashboard for you. We call it the ad metric dashboard for your business. So we will pull out all the metrics that are relevant to you, and we will build them in sequence, and I would save it in your ads manager so that every time you can always come back to this and analyze the campaign for yourself. Then after that, as I build it up, I would analyze the campaign for you, whatever campaign that you have run. So make sure you have at least 7 days to 14 days data. 7 days is good enough. But if you're really spending really low, give it a 14-day data. So then you book this, right? So once I build that, then I will analyze for you. So as I analyze the campaign, I would actually help you understand the meaning between behind each metric that I pull out, and the connection between metric A to metric B, for example. What are the combination of metrics that we would actually combine together to make decision whether we should pause the campaign, change the audience, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, so I would actually guide you on how to understand them so that in the future, you can actually analyze that yourself. Okay, so and then as we analyze, we will be able to build a plan. So I would be able to tell you that, look, this is the first thing we do. And if it does work after a week, then do this next. If it doesn't, do another thing. Like we will have 2 to 3 things in place where, in sequence of about things that we can actually tweak and test. So that would really help you first understand your campaign performance, knowing what to do, knowing the metrics, and have a plan about what to do next, hopefully to improve your campaign performance. So that's what I can work with you with. All right, so if that's what you need, scan this QR code, and I look forward to work with you. Okay, right, so I think that's all for today. We don't have a lot of questions today, so I guess that's all we have. But yeah, it's pretty chill, right? Every Sunday night, 10 p.m. Malaysia time, I will go live for half an hour to answer your questions first thing, and of course to chit chat, to give you some updates about what's happening in the market and stuff like that. So yeah, but watch out, like join me on Instagram or Facebook here. As you can see, I'm actually posting some single images where it looks better on Instagram because it's gonna be like on a slideshow thing. But anyway, so those are the things that I'll be sharing, really deep knowledge about meta advertising, hopefully to help you understand the practice better and to become a better meta advertiser. That's the whole purpose of this thing. All right, with that, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next Sunday. All right, good night and have an awesome week ahead. Thanks. Good night. Bye-bye.